It's All Gravy with Teresa.
All right, we're live.
Hi, y'all. This is Teresa. It is Sunday afternoon, and we are here in Teresa's kitchen. We'll give everybody a few minutes and see if you can get on. We're going to do something special today, and this is for my friend. So I say her name right. Alicia.
Felicia.
Felicia Martin.
Oh my gosh, no, it's Alicia.
Alicia.
Yeah.
I thought that was
you're right.
Alicia.
No, you're right. I thought you were talking about someone else.
And she has been asking for a chocolate gravy recipe, and this is for you, sweetheart. And I hope that Rod will make it for you, bring it to you like a queen. We put a pan of biscuits in a while ago and got those all cooked up, and we will have the biscuits and chocolate gravy for a little dessert after a while. We're celebrating my husband's birthday today, and I am a true cougar because my husband is just now turning, how old are you, Michael? 55?
56?
He was born in 65.
Oh.
So is it 56?
Yeah, 2021.
Okay, he's 56. 56. So I was a cougar before it got popular. But a very happy birthday to him, and we're kind of going along with all the crazy things I get him into, like fostering and adding on to the house and building a pool house out of a cabin and all this stuff. My last little project has been, I'm very sound sensitive, and with all the children and the grandchildren, we have 8 grandchildren now, and 6 of them are like little kids. So we have moved stuff around in the garage and painted and left Mike about that much space for his toolbox. And we put a TV out there and a little fireplace to heat it with, a little electric fireplace. And of course, I had too many drop cords run across the place, and we kept throwing breakers. So he spent his day yesterday fixing that for me, so we can watch TV and be warm at the same time. Or the children can go out there and I can shut the door and they can make noise, and I'm not, biting my fingernails and wanting them to hush. So kudos to him for hanging in there for, I think it's been about 14 years now. Soon be 15 that we have dated. And it took me a long time to commit. But when I committed, here I am still. And it still surprises me some days. And I tease him all the time and say, he may not have been the first, but he is definitely the last.
I thought you were going to say the best.
And the best most days. No, you are the best, Michael. Plant, that's terrible.
Really quick, Carol Ridgway says hello from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Carol from Pennsylvania.
Isn't that awesome?
How cool.
Yes.
Where's David Hood from? Maryland.
North Carolina.
Is it? I thought he's from Maryland. But anyway, Pennsylvania, that's cool.
Yeah. Alicia House says hello.
Hello, Alicia.
And Lori Cole says happy birthday, Michael.
Lori
Just
Cole.
for him.
Happy birthday, Mike, from another.
Christy says hi.
Hi, Christy.
Hello. Huh?
Oh, Aunt Jenny. Hi, Aunt Jenny. We FaceTimed David the other day and talked to him on his birthday. We were all surprised about how long he's let his hair grow out.
Betty Phelps, welcome. She said she's watching.
Oh, hi, Betty.
Awesome. Alrighty, we got about 20 people, so I think we can get started.
Well, this is going to be a quick, easy, fast little deal. that if you're ever wanting something for just, you have a sweet tooth, this is something you can put together. And this is great to put on biscuits. Like I said, we've got us some hot biscuits ready. Or to put over top of ice cream. It's just a real quick, easy, sweetie dessert that you can use. And it's just so simple. We're going to, I'll go ahead and put my milk in here. We got 1.5 cups of milk. 1.5 cups. And we've got 1 cup of sugar. 1 cup of sugar. And I'm going to go ahead and put that over here on the heat. And get it started warming up.
Nelva Rich says hi.
Nelva.
Ayla says hi.
Hi, Ayla.
Hey, Ayla.
Nelva, you got Don over there in the corner. He'll be wanting you to make him some chocolate gravy.
So yeah, Ayla, we're making chocolate gravy today.
And it's so easy. I had 3 tablespoons of flour, all-purpose flour, and 1/3 of a cup of cocoa, baking cocoa. And I like to use Hershey's. It just seems a little bit more chocolatey to me. But you can use the other brands, it's fine. Just baking cocoa. So I'm going to kind of mix these together a little bit while we're waiting on our milk and sugar to get warm. And we'll put this all together and we'll let it boil, come to a boil. It will start to thicken. The flour is what makes it thicken. And we will bring it off the heat and put our butter and vanilla in. I've got that incorporated pretty good there.
Nelva said, yes, he is watching too.
So, we got this over here getting warm. Just a shout out to everybody supporting our small business. I went by my sister Connie's. She had a birthday this week. And she's still basking in her glory of being hometown hero. But they're still surviving. And I tell her and Melissa both, you know, I'm so glad that I'm out of the business, and I hate for them and I pray for them that they can make it through this little crisis. But with good customers, I have found you can make it through a lot of things. Connie and I talked a little bit about how blessed I am that this community not only raised me, but raised my family, and you know, counting my sisters. You know, they all work for me at some point, and you know, they're continuing it on. And Melissa's daughter, Morgan, you know, she likes to run the show out there at Melissa's, and she's doing a great job. So it's very humbling when you see how far just this country cooking, knowing how to make a pan of gravy, has supported all of us. It is very humbling. So thank you all.
Carol says, I love hearing the cameraman laugh.
He has a great laugh. And I tell everybody all the time, if they could get a hug from him, he's also a great hugger. And he had no choice but to be a great hugger. He's been forced in front of the public ever since he was a baby. You know, go up there and see so-and-so. And he did well with that. This also calls, you know, anything that you cook needs a little bit of salt for flavor. And this recipe calls for just a dash of salt. And if you've ever wondered what a dash is, it's just a little bit. Just a little bit in the palm of my hand. Or if you've got it in a bowl like some cooks I've seen, fancy cooks, you know, it's just a little pinch. So you put that in there. And we're going to add this to our mixture.
Coming up behind you.
Okay, honey. Right there.
Get a good shot of these biscuits.
Yeah. And on this cocoa, you know, you'll need to stir this pretty continuously so your cocoa mixes up good. We went back to church this morning for the first time in, I guess, a month. We closed down the whole month of December. So it was nice to be back in the house today and see people that we hadn't seen in a while. Everybody was doing good, trying to respect this COVID and try to keep all of us from getting sick. So you can see how it has, just in a few minutes, how that loose powder has incorporated in here, but you have to stir it. And I've still got this on high, and you kind of have to adjust that to how your stove is. And you don't want to let it burn, because burnt chocolate tastes terrible. Even with a good hot biscuit, it still tastes terrible.
Chrissy says she loves the apron.
Oh, thank you. I think I've showed y'all before. This is a queen bee. And for any of you all who remember my restaurant days, I wore a shirt that said the queen bee. It actually did not mean this pretty little bee flying around here. People said I was pretty ugly some days.
The letter B.
It was the letter B. But I wasn't really ugly, I don't think. I expect a lot out of people. And
is that so much to ask?
Is that so much to ask? And I get such, again, this is just a humbling day for me. I think all the little girls and the young women who have come through the doors at Teresa's, and they learn so much from just packing people their food. They learned great communication skills. They learned the art of talking to people, of looking at people when you talk. And they have went on. My list of girls have went to school and have professional lives. They're homemakers, raising their children. It is very humbling to see how far all that has come. So and it's always been my theory, even if you're washing dishes, scraping plates, mopping floors, if you will do that to the best of your ability, God is going to bless you for that. And if you can do it without grumbling every day, He's going to bless you even more, because you're going to be able to bless other people. And I did it for years and years without grumbling. And then there toward the end, I'll have to admit, I grumbled quite a bit. And that'll kind of be a guide for you, I think, through life. If you're grumbling more than you're enjoying, maybe it's time to change directions. Because not only does it make you miserable, it makes the people around you miserable. So, there's my thoughts for today. We still got this going. My burner's not wanting to. Let me turn this oven on. My new handy dandy stove that I'm still getting used to.
Paul Durbin says, so glad I'm out too. Really miss seeing everyone.
Hi, Paul, and I know you do. It's really hard to get used to, even though you enjoy being out of the rat race. It's hard to get used to not seeing all the people. That's the reason I love doing this. So, hey.
Debbie Brown says she is watching from Frankfurt. She is Lisa Atkinson's mom.
Oh, Debbie. Well, I can't see you, but I love Lisa. I love her.
Chrissy says she loves and misses the queen bee. She did the letter B.
Even the letter B. So this is starting to, you can see, Clint, if you want to look, it's getting ready to start boiling.
Sorry?
And I can feel in the sides with my whisk, I can feel in the sides that it's starting to get a little bit thick. So this is one of the things, if you want it to be good, you just kind of have to be patient with it. So it is getting there.
And what's the consistency you're looking for?
We want it like a thin pudding. And I tell people a lot of times, you know, the chocolate pie recipe that we have, you could even make it from that if you were going to make that much. Make it from that and just thin it down, add a little more milk. But that's what it is. It's the consistency. If you were making Jell-O pudding, the instant pudding, like when you first mix it up before it sets, that's how you want it. Oh, here we go.
Jeff Watson asks, what time do we need to be there for breakfast?
Jeff, get on over here. The biscuits are done. Okay, look at this, Clint. See that?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so I'm going to turn my heat down a little bit. We're going to walk over here. Sorry, Clint.
Oh, you're good.
And I'm going to add my butter. And remember, we talk about the stick of butter for us, so I'm not guessing all the time. The butter tells you 1, 2, 3. And we needed 3 today, 3 tablespoons.
It smells awesome.
And I'm going to add that in. And you just stir that. You want to see, Clint? That looks so good.
Jeff Watson said, I'll see you in a minute.
Come on. You know I'm not kidding. Nelva, y'all come on too.
Excuse me. Debbie said, funny story about the queen bee. My boss was BB number 1 and I was BB number 2.
All right, and then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of vanilla. And you want to add this butter and vanilla after you take it off the heat. And I really don't know why, but that's what I've always been told, and that's what we're doing.
Do you think, will it curdle?
I would say that it might curdle a little bit.
Doesn't incorporate?
Yeah, doesn't incorporate as well. But if you've got a whisk, you can make magic. I've made many pots of lumpy gravy that ended up looking good by the time I got done with them.
Just beat it into submission?
Yeah, but in the same sentence, I have terrible arthritis in my arms and shoulders.
Wonder how that happened.
All right, so I'm going to show you all how pretty this is. So you can see. I mean, that's just gorgeous.
Forms, I think, ribbons is what they call it in baking.
Yeah. That's what we'll say.
Yeah, sure.
So that's it, guys. So let me show you. I'm going to put a little bit on a biscuit to show you how pretty it is and how pretty you can serve it up. Jeff, just close your eyes.
So Deborah says, ask what we're making. We're making chocolate pudding. Or no, chocolate pudding.
Gravy.
Chocolate gravy, yes.
And if you're from
that's Deborah.
Old country town or your grandparents or your parents, this was a staple at our house. That's so good.
Oh my goodness.
And I'll tell a quick story. You know, we're originally from Butler County, and you know, we never knew that we were poor, but we were raised pretty poor. And my cousin Arlene stayed with us a whole lot. And in the middle of the winter, we had a cow that we milked, so we had milk. But we would, if she wasn't given a lot, there was 4 of us kids. And whoever else came by that needed something to eat was always welcome at our house. So this has been going on for generations. But we would make water biscuits, which end up being just little thin, flaky biscuits that you can cook crispy. And we would save our milk to make chocolate gravy with. And Arlene was the queen about getting that done for us. So I still have fond memories of that around that old fireplace. And I think that's it, guys. Quick, easy, simple. Just another something that I don't want us to lose. You know, that's kind of the purpose of me wanting to do this, is that it seems like everything is so fast-packed, fast-paced. It's in a plastic container. And when we can go back to the basics, just with a few basic things kept in our cabinet, we can come up with all kinds of goodies to eat. It just takes a little bit of planning and a little bit of intentional, not stressing out if you don't have the exact thing that you need. There's usually something in your pantry that you can substitute it with. And the last little note I would like to say, I called Clinton this week and told him that on my little prayer cards, this really hit home to me this week, and I've really tried to be praying this week for people that I don't like. And it's not real often that I come across people that I don't like because I love people in general. But I had to, and I've said that for years, but I had to really self-examine a little bit and say, is that really true? People who defy me or embarrass me or I don't see eye to eye with, do I truly love them? So that's going to be my goal this year, is the people that I really don't agree with, I want to love them like Christ loved me. And I know I don't always make him happy. I try to, but I know I don't always make him happy. A little rough around the edges some days. So this came from 1 John 4:19, and it says, we love first, or we love because he loved us first. We should all kind of do that if you can, and it does take practice. I've been trying to do that for a long time, and was shown again that I don't do it great every day. So I love you all so much. Thank you so much for being with us. We are just thrilled at how well these videos are doing. I love the lives because I get to talk to you a little bit. And like Miss Brown, how cool that you're Lisa's mama. And it's just very humbling to me how far this can get. Just a little old girl from Butler County that knew how to make gravy. And God's done pretty good with me. You guys, we gave away our t-shirt. Congratulations, Pat Blair. I'll be getting that out in the mail to you. And we gave that shirt away because we got to 2,000 followers. So when we get to 3,000, we'll give away another shirt. Shirts are available. If you want one, you just send us a message and we can get that to you. We have Patreon if you want to look at that site. And I think that's it, baby.
Yep, I think so.
All right. You guys enjoy this week coming up. Try not to worry about all the crazy out there because somebody bigger than us is in control. And we just do our small part and it'll work out. Thank you guys, and I'm going to talk to you real soon.